Maya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Avir Maedhi Rudra Yatte Dakshinam Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om, peace, peace, peace. So we are again on the chapter, 10th chapter, the concluding chapter of this Yoga-Vasishta Saro called Nectar of Supreme Knowledge. And we are almost coming to an end, another few verses. So this is the chapter talking about the emptiness and non-emptiness, state of emptiness and non-emptiness. It's a very indefinable state. We cannot say what is this. It can be your speech, your mind stops there. Therefore, you cannot express that. That's why it has been named, is it empty where there is nothing? Or it is non-empty? So that is indescribable, meaning the ultimate truth is undefinable and it cannot be ascertained with your any understanding of intellect, ego or mind. But it is a state. Why? Because it's when the mind rising higher up, and comes to a point when mind loses its content, dissolves into that, then what remains, that is a state. In other language we call Jagrat, Sapna, Susupti, Turiya. The fourth state we call about. Jagrat, we know the waking state. We are working now. Swapna, we know we go to dream state. That's a state. We know every day we go. We go to dream state. We come back to waking state. We go to deep sleep state. These three we know. But there is a state where the mind once going there and never comes back. At least not instantly. Penetrating the ignorance, it goes there. And that experience comes, which is called the state of emptiness or non-emptiness. Now, this we have read the verse number 20. 20 we have read, where it says the need for practice of knowledge. There he said, last 20th verse we read, Opi vigyata tatteno tathabhyasamidam sada Namamatrat katakaphalam ambu prasadakam. Even one who has known the truth needs to always practice. This is a very important injunction of the Vedanta students. And there is no escape. In spiritual life there is no escape. Escapism is not spirituality. So it says, even you have reached the highest state of Brahman, then you also should have to practice. It's a very serious discussion. If you say you have reached the highest goal, then what is the need of again experiment to practice? Yes, you have got a glimpse of that and went into that state. Yes, that's good. But to come down to the state of your very being, again, and to live in the same equanimity, the same state of calmness and serenity and knowledge, you need to practice so that you remain in that state. Not that you go and then come down. That's why that's the power. Who can stay there how long? Who can stay in that consciousness while awakening state? Ramakrishna. With eyes open, he sees God everywhere. What about Brahmajnani? They don't see? No, they see. But they are seeing the material world is also parallelly going on. Two entities appear before them. One, the background consciousness, and the apparent reality. And apparent reality is more important to ordinary people, for us. We read in the Bhagavad Gita, that which is night for those people who are awakened is day for us. And that which is day for them is night for us. That means we are awakened into the world of duality and ignorance, and they are awakened in the awareness of consciousness. But how long one can remain in that consciousness? With how much intensity? That is the question. As I give the example, you can get it deep into ocean, no? Just push your head under the water. You can say, I have taken a bath in the ocean. Okay? Now you go into a little bit further and dive deep, 5 feet down the water. That's also bath. I have taken a bath. Go 10 feet, 100 feet, 1,000 feet, 1 mile. Then what? That is the power. How much deep, profound experience, that's manifestation in the world. That's the scripture have said about Brahmavid Bara, Bariyan, Varishta, who in the knowledge, Brahma Vijnana, knowledge of Brahman, he is Brahmavid, he is knower of Brahman. Now, Bara, among them, he is more established, little bigger, in a greater way. There is another deeper level, he can stay over there. No? That's why there is the rank among the Brahmajnanis also. Yes, like, who is called a rich person? Millionaires. Acha, among them, forget millionaires. Billionaires, they are rich people. But all rich people are not same billion level does not mean that all are having the same wealth. Someone may be 5 million, billion, 2 billion, 2.2 billion. So there is grade. So how one is established, that is important. So for us it is a great lesson. As a student of Vedanta, we should have to practice intensely. No excuse. That's why even one who has known the truth needs always to practice this type of contemplation. What is the contemplation? I am Brahman. I am not the body. That analysis, very basic. You have heard it from the beginning of Vedanta classes. You may be tired of hearing this, and the scripture is also tired of talking. No, they don't feel tired of talking. We feel tired of hearing. What is the question of practice? The same, I am Brahman, I am not the body, I am not the mind. How many times we are talking about that? No, it should be so intensely practiced that you will be established in that. So that's why even one, opi vigyato tattvena. Opi means even, vigyato means visheshena gyato. Aparakshanubhuti. You have seen God face to face like that I am seeing you. Realize the truth, Brahman, I am Brahman, this experience comes. Even then, opi vigyato tattena. Tatha upyasamidam sada. Then also you have to practice that this practice, I am the Atman, I am the pure, I am stainless. Keep that idea continuing. So,
Pot that you have to keep polishing it, but a gold pot it's still shiny all the time. You know the difference between the avatar and the ordinary Brahman.
So even then it is not so easy. Even if you are Brahmajnani, then you have realized, but the pot example Ramakrishna gave, that one have to practice. Practice because to polish. You have to polish the water pot. Sadhus carry everywhere, metallic pot. But you have to keep it. But if it is made of gold, then you need not have to polish. But metallic pots get stained. So even if you have raised your consciousness into metallic pot, to make it gold pot, unless you are gold pot, like Ramakrishna, it's exceptional, then you need not have to do anything more. But before that, even you have realized the truth, you have to continue that. That we read the other day. If one utters nearly the name of the Kataka fruit, that utterance alone cannot bring clarity of the water by removing its dirt. That's an old example. There one type of fruit, I talked about that. If you put into the dirty water, there is a chemical reaction maybe with the fruit and things. So all the dirty things settles down, and the top is a clear water which is drinkable and pure. So, but if one takes the fruit in hand and it says kataka, 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 will the water be purified? You have to throw the into the water. And then putting into the water, you have to wait for the time it takes. So you have to put into action, I am Brahman, I am Atman, and stay there and till it gets settled down, all the dust and dirt of the mind. It is a good example. As the water mixed with dirt and dust is cluttered, and that is undrinkable. But when it settles down, all the dust and dirt is separated, then the water becomes clean water. So this is the idea that one should have to do. Now let us come to today's 21st verse. What is the distinction between a bound soul and a liberated soul? That is the subject. Distinction between the bound and the liberated state. What is that? 21 verse says, Aham eva parang brahma, aham eva parang brahma, vasudevakhyam abhayam, vasudevakhyam abhayam, iti syan nischito mukto, iti syat nischito mukto, baddha eva annatha naraha, baddha eva annatha naraha. Aham eva param brahma. I am that supreme Brahman. What I am? Vasudevakam, who is called in devotion Vasudeva, Narayana, Krishna. That is, we call Ramakrishna, we call Krishna, we call Rama. Who is Rama? Who is Krishna? They are all Parabrahma, the supreme Brahman. In our Ram Nam, what we say? Shuddha Brahma Parat Paro Ram. Who is Rama? And that is the beauty of Indian scriptures, that dissolves all doubts. Rama great or Krishna great, a full stop in that line. But when you sing their song and glories, there you say they are Brahman. If Rama is Brahman and Krishna is Brahman, then we say who is great, who is low? All are Brahman. So, aham eva, you have to think, I am not the body, not the mind, I am that pure Brahman, stainless, birthless, deathless, endless, beginningless. So then you think day and night Param Brahma, and I am Vasudeva Akkam. I am called Vasudeva in a Saguna Brahma state. I am Brahman. I am Brahma. I am Shiva. In another place you will find. I am Shiva. I am Brahma. I am Vishnu. I am Narayana. I am this. Because that I, not this I. Confusion comes whenever we are saying I. See, in our mind, we are thinking of this body-mind complex, as if this I. Don't be foolish like that. This I has no position at all. When you think your body, you are not thinking of Vedanta. I am body and I am Vedanta. It's a ridiculous childlike statement. You have to see that you are not the body, first fundamental, and you are that Satchidananda Brahman. When you can think this way, then you are Rama, you are Krishna, because Rama is Brahman, Krishna is Brahman. You, also when you lose your ego, you are Brahman. So this is the idea then comes. There is no other entity. That means I am in the infinite aspect, I am in the Saguna aspect. Mind it, not I, the idiot I, which is now talking, seeing, hearing, listening. This person is not that I. Clarify it. That is Vedanta. That you, not the body, not the mind, but you are that Brahma, Supreme Brahma. And you are Vasudeva. So, I am verily the imperishable Supreme Brahman, which is called Vasudeva. Note 25 says the root Vas stands for the verb to cover. Vasu means one who has covered every object by his own reality and effulgence. And Deva means he who is of the essential nature of the divine effulgence. He is, in fact, Vasudeva, the pure Brahman. So, Vasudeva, what now they are dividing? Vasu, Deva. What is Vasu means? Vasu, it comes from the root Sanskrit Vas. And that Vas means to cover, that which covers everything. So, that which covers everything and self-effulgent, Vasu, Deva. Deva means that is effulgent, self-effulgent. So that which is effulgent and that which Vasa, it pervades everywhere, interpenetrating the every created being you can think of, you can see it, it pervades everywhere. He is called Vasudeva. So Vasudeva means also Brahman. Vas and Deva. Vas means that which covers, envelops. Everything is enveloped by that reality. And Deva means that which is effulgent. That effulgent light, that effulgent divinity, which pervades everywhere, covers everything, that is called Vasudeva. So, Vasudeva means also Brahman. So you think this way, that I, in both ways, if you think that Parabrahma is the Satchidananda Parabrahma, Supreme Brahman, or if you think he is a Saguna Brahma, that means Brahman with name and form, if that Vasudeva you think, so that Vasudeva is, if you go to the root meaning of the word Vasudeva, you will find that it is no more the man you are talking about. It is the same that covers everything and that is effulgent and self-luminous. So it is sat nischito, if one is convinced. Nischita means undoubtedly he is established in this understanding, then that is called mukto. That is called freedom. And that person is free. Baddha eva annatha. Naraha. Any human personality who lives in the world and not understand this identity, he is a bound soul. So clear understanding. Who is bound soul? Who is free soul? Free soul is that one thinks always, I am pure, stainless, absolute, that Satchidananda, ocean of limitless consciousness and bliss. And I am also Vasudeva Krishna, or the Vasudeva whom people praise as the creator God. I am that, I am this. Then you may say, how you can be God? You cannot be God. True. But your meaning of Vasudeva does not mean a person. You are thinking he is a person, but he is the absolute truth. Vasa, Vasdhatu, with the Deva, that which envelops everything, covers everything, and that which is effulgent, two quality. It covers everything, means it's everywhere, all pervading. Isha Vashyam Idagam Sarvam. Isha Upanishad, the very first verse, talks about that. Your spiritual practice, you do your spiritual practice every day thinking Isha, by that effulgent self, Isha, the Lord of the universe, Isha, Vashyam, cover. Cover everything you see, imagine, view, conceptualize. Vashyam means it's to be covered. Everything to be covered by that Paramatma, Isha. Isha means Paramatma here. So here the same thing. I am that Brahman and I am the Vasudeva, Narayana, what people say, Abhaya, imperishable. This body perishes, mind perishes, I am not. When you are established in that, Sat Nishchita, when one gets established, day and night thinking like that, constant meditation, constant reflection, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. I should be mad for that. If one becomes mad in this idea, and really, then the veil drops off. Because you are constantly thinking, we have become this body how? By thinking that we are body, we are body, we are body. No? As you think, so you become. That is our statement. You are creating yourself. We are recreating every day ourselves. By our bad thoughts, we are recreating ourselves. We are becoming bad samskaras coming. By thinking good thought, we are recreating ourselves, a noble person. Huh? By similarly, we are recreating ourselves. I am thinking I am the Atman, I am the pure, the highest thought. Then you are recreating yourself into what you are really. These are all false things. Nothing will remain in this world. You become, someone is fighting that my name should be in the what? Nobel, I'll be the next Nobel laureate. Huh?
Nobel peace.
Nobel peace. So, you may think, actually you got Nobel peace. What will happen? How many Nobel peace winner peace prizes have been received since it was started? Tell me, how many people can name them? You got it. Then what? Then what? You become this. Okay, then what? Put this question. Where is the satisfaction? Where is the end of it? So, the wise person understands this. I cannot hang on to anything, any achievement, any accomplishment is nothing. As soon as you close your eyes, everything gone. Suppose you are in deep sleep. Where goes your bank account? Do you think about the bank account? I have this much money. Oh, or I am in deep crisis, I have no money. Where goes all these things? It vanishes, evaporates. All your wealth and prosperity and dollars and millions and gold and jewel and silver and everything, all there. But boom, gone. Who is what? Who is holding what? So, any achievement, any accomplishment in the material world is perishable. And if perishable, you want that perishable thing to hang on to that. Go on. If it satisfies you, go, enjoy. Vedanta does not say, hey, oh, you become a monk. Why they will say? You go as you like and see what fun is there. And when you will find it, it is too late to start. You will start next life. But if you believe or don't believe, you will have to do that. You are bound by the law of karma. Karma theory is such a theory, no God is necessary. We are reading in one place. They are saying the karma theory is such, after death, God is sitting with a rod in hand to punish you. No. He is not at all. It is you are creating your bondage, you are creating your freedom. And you are the responsible person. Don't cry when you suffer because you have created something. Or when joy comes, don't have to give any thanks to anyone, it is your karma. Rather take the responsibility. What you have become, what you thought. And we blame always, we want to find scapegoat, somebody. For my suffering, you are responsible. You are responsible. You are responsible. And I am happy that. Because he is responsible. He created trouble for me. I am a good guy. You cannot save by that good guy. You'll have to pay the price of it. Whether consciously you do, unconsciously you do. You put your finger in the fire, it will burn. Whether you like it, I give my finger, or unconsciously I put my finger, does not mean fire will burn it. It's karma. So that's why it is said that think day and night. As you think, that thought process removes the dark veil of ignorance and covering, and the truth automatically will be revealed. And that has been proven to so many saints who started practicing like that, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. That's why day and night there is no such other duty of a spiritual seeker but to think about the Vedantic way, who am I? Question that. What is this relationship? We are attached, we are very much attached to something, we are detached. I cannot live without you. Ha 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 ha. The death will come and split second, boom. Who is holding whom? Tell me. Somebody I heard that just went and have some health problem, and within one day, boom, gone. So who is what? Whose relationship? You cry, weep, or you hate me, or you beat me with a stick in hand. What it matters? What is the relationship with anyone? But in one sense there is no relationship, in another sense I am related to everybody as consciousness. The ocean of consciousness, in that we are all bubbles, we are all connected. Otherwise, there is no relationship. What relationship? But we say, oh, he is my so friend, he is my this. All this is all childish play. No one depends on you, and you also don't depend on anybody. Swami Vivekananda said that very boldly. I don't want to keep anyone in bondage, and exactly I am not paraphrasing the word, I am paraphrasing this word like this, that I don't want to keep anybody in bondage when I live, and I don't want to be bound by anyone at the point of total freedom. I have no relationship with the world. I am that. What relationship? If I am related, I am related with the whole universe. I am not leaving anyone there. But if you think that you will in the body and mind will relate, the foolish thought is childish thought. That will not happen. So it is happen naturally. That's why it says when you close your eyes, the whole connection goes away. All connection goes away. With the world, with your anxieties, with your worries, with your friendship, with your enmity, or whatever. Everything goes away. The whole relationship world got disconnected. Kuch. One stroke. So, that's why think that I am Atman, I am pure, I am the stainless. I love my body, but where is my body of the youth? 20 years youth, full body. Where is that body now? You cry, you weep, you blame anyone, you cannot bring it back. Gone, gone, gone. So it is your body? How do you feel that it is your body? Your mind? Have you control over your mind? We are all slaves of our mind. So this is the point, analyzing this. But I have another identity which is not like this, not dependent. That is the Vedantic way. Listen to that. All these things are created by the ignorant mind and is a projection of the ignorant mind. But I am that light which gives the validity of this projection. No? We give the example of the moving in the projection lamp and the projector machine. In the movie hall, a film rolls like that, running roll, and there is a light and the projection lamp behind. Projection lamp does not take part into anything. But because of the projection lamp, all the funny things in the reel is being projected, and we are all getting befooled by that. Either smiling, bursting into laughter, or crying and weeping and sobbing, with heart palpitating in a tense moment of anxieties and worries the scene is taking. It's a rolling film. But the light behind is I, not the real, not the projection. So analyze this. That's why I call it witness consciousness. I am giving a simple example of witness consciousness. How to meditate on witness consciousness. You think you are a projection lamp and feel that whole today's reel is moving. From morning it started, the reel moved, and now it has come into the class, and it started like that, and tick, 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 tick is going, reel is moving, and the class will be over, then another reel will come, another scene will come, then go to bed, then sleep and dream, and this, another roll. But that light which is giving the validity of all these experiences, that is not changing, it is always burning, no? Think of the projection lamp, it always on. If it is off, then no projection. And that cannot be. A movie minus the projection lamp is impossible. So similarly, that consciousness behind me, behind you, behind every one of us, it is constantly in its own brightness and luminosity. And it is giving the validity of the real of my mind and emotions and ego and all this which is coming scene after scene. One scene goes, another scene, constant. It is always continued. The real is an ever-ending real. That's why I call this real of Maya. When it started, we do not know. When it will end, we do not know. You have heard that you realize that you are the projection lamp and withdraw your mind in this way. Then what happens if the reel moves or not moves? You are not concerned about that. You are not affected by that. So this is Vedantic analysis, and you have to do it day and night. And if one can do that and establish that person is a liberated person, mukta, and baddha eva annatha. Anyone other than this thought is a bound slave of the world and worldliness. Second verse, 22nd. আমি বুঝতে পারছি না, আমি জোরে বলো তাহলে। This?
Yeah, that flap, make it
Straight?
straight.
Okay. What will happen then? Okay. Yeah, Thakur can be seen here, right? But I am bending and sitting, so what can I do? Okay, 22nd verse. On page 329, 10:22. Neti, neti, iti neti, iti. Neti, neti, iti neti, iti. Shoshitam yat parang padam. Shoshitam yat parang padam. Nirakartum asakatvat. Nirakartum asakatvat. Tadasmiti sukhi bhava. Tadasmiti sukhi bhava. So, what is this? Know. You know this. Gyatva. What you know? Iti, this. Be sukhi. Know this and be happy. How will you be happy? Know this. What is this? What to know? He says, aham asmi tat. I am that. You go to the word by word meaning, you will find what I am reading. So, this Yoga Vasishtha says, Vasishtha is advising us, what you know? Know. Knowing. Knowing this. What is this means? What I am telling, know this and be happy. You want to be happy? We are searching for happiness all through their life. Where to get happiness? People are drinking, going for drug, going for fun, going for hiking, going for skiing, going for scuba diving, going into the, what do you call, the balloon floating. All for what? Happiness, 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 happiness. We want to be happy, yes. But that happiness has to give so much price. So this happiness also will have to give some price. But how will be? Say, you become happy, perfectly happy. How? Aham asmi tat. Think, I, aham asmi, I am tat, that. I am that. Hmm? That, which is that? That reality, which is beyond time space, beyond name and form, beyond ignorance and all delusion. That. I am that. Aham asmi tat. Yat, that which is param, the supreme padam, that is the supreme state. Turiya, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Turiya. Mandukya Upanishad talks about that. Mandukya Upanishad with commentary of Sankara as also Gaurapad. So it says that is the supreme Turiya state. And that Jat Param Padam state, that is the supreme state. Iti Sesitam, iti Sesitam is left out, Asakkatam, because of being unable further nirakritam. That means you start saying not this, not this, not this, not this, and you reach a point which you cannot negate. Negating everything, not this, not this, not this, not this. You reach a point which you cannot negate anymore. That is called this is called the padam, the state. So know that that state is you. So this is the Vedanta, we talk about what this sadhana, it is called the path of negation. What is the Vedanta is called the path of negation, and bhakti is called the path of affirmation or seeing God everywhere. So negation, what is negation? Not this, not this, not this. I am not this body, not this mind. Whatever comes before you, I am not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. And go, 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 go. You will reach a point you cannot negate further. There is nothing else. That absolute, when you reach that absolute, negating all limitation, limited thing, limited concept of yourself, limited concept about the world, about God, about divine. When you reach that state, then what happens? That is the state which is not to be changed, not to be controlled, not to be negated. That is the state. Eternal reality. We call in another language Brahman. So neti, 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 and that remains, move up to that point. Very rigorously think, I am Atman, Satchidananda. This table is Atman? No. Why? Simple formula. 3 aspects. It has a beginning, it has an end. So it is limited. It has been created in 1 year in the history, maybe 50 years before or 60 years. One time this table was not here. It was in the wood form. Wood have been brought and cut by the carpenter, designed by someone's plan. It came into existence. So it cannot be Brahman. Brahman is eternal, unchanging. You cannot transform. You cannot manipulate. But you can manipulate this. Just now you can break it. Just then you can burn it. So it is dependent. Similarly, look at the body. Body is dependent. Dependent on what? So many factors. And it can be manipulated. This body can be manipulated, it's changed. People are doing all these surgeries and things and this. You can change yourself in so many ways. But that change is on the body. But that's why it is mortal and it is not Brahman. Take every piece, item of the world which you love, dissect it very clearly. You love a human body, a boy, a girl, you love. We are reading the book which is meditation and spiritual life. Analyze what is in the body. Ramakrishna said it may be very crude for other people, but for a Vedanta student to analytical mind, analyze what is in the body. It is just a skeleton. Think about the skeleton. We go to the zoo and see the human skeleton. And then what? Over it some nervous system, this, that has been all manipulated like that, and the structure has been made. Doctors peel off layers and do all these things. It's nothing new thing. Today's modern science, where it is nothing difficult to understand. You think, I am the body. How can you say that? It can be so much manipulated, it can be killed, it can be destroyed, you can put weight, you can reduce your weight. All these things are possible. So you, the body, this physical frame, you are not. But 99.9999% of us think I am the body. How many times I say I am not the body, but it comes back. And then comes bodily pleasure, bodily pain, and all these things related to the body. Body first. And body's relation, he is my friend, he is my enemy, I love her, I love him. All the body. But you see, analyze the body. What is it? That's why Patanjali says, if you practice the purity of the body, then you will get disgusted with the body. And if you become old, then you understand body is a rubbish. So long you are young, it looks little good. But as the age hits certain period, go to the old home and look at the people who are, just for experience. Don't to be negative, but to be critic of what the sages are talking as right or wrong. Go to old home, go to the people who are above 90s and cannot stand and sit and then talk and this and see aches and pains all over the body and this going on, moaning, going. This is the body, same body you loved it so well. Is the body. So, do you think that I am the body? So this is it's very critical and crude, as I said, but crude things help us to analyze much clearly. That's why Vedanta takes a surgery. You become a medical surgeon, no? You take your surgical knife and dissect. So put on the table and dissect it, analyzing them. So you see, it does not stand ultimately. But do we not take care of the body? Yes, this body is a vehicle. This is allowing me to talk this way. This is allowing me to read this way. If the body is not there, who will do that? But that does not mean I am the body. I am in the body. You are using your car to come over here. You drive your car and go back. You are not the car, but car is very much essential for your movement. So body is very much essential for your spiritual goal to reach. But that does not mean I am the car. I am using the car. So this is entire Vedanta is this analysis. What else? Step by step you go, then I am mind and other things go deeper. Emotions, a fragile thing. What emotion? What nonsense we are talking? Where was emotion? I was a soul, lived where we do not know. In this life we being born in one family. And in childhood went another way, and adulthood another way. I am connected. Who are you connected? You are connected with nobody. In the journey we meet people along, you are my friend, come and have a sip of tea together and this and that. And you go your way, I go your way, and move. So if you analyze this way, life is to be analyzed. And then live the life. Live a life, then you live in the world free, detached. You live in the world, not bound by anyone. No one is making you slave. I love you so much, ha. I can't live without you. You can live, you will have to live. You will die one day. Where will you hold on to whom? You have any control? I'm saying two strong words, but please don't take it wrongly. But understand, this is happening every day in our life. It's called the Maya. And how we boast about our body, how we boast about our mind, how depressed we feel. What nonsense you are talking. These are not you. And you are identifying with it. You are saying, I cannot live without you, ha ha ha. I will die with you. You will have to die with me. See, emotional talks. Has this any basis? Any reason? But a foolish, childish talk. No. We came from where we do not know. We flocked around in one place and we assimilated here, and then we go around where we go we do not know. That's why Swamiji sang, Kotha hote ashi, kotha bhese jai, judaite chai, kothaye judai. Swami Vivekananda sang this song to Ramakrishna. Where do I come from? What do I go away suddenly? Who brought me together? Who makes me separated? This is the fun going on. Enjoy this fun. Don't get stuck. Ha 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 ha. He 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 he. Well, enjoy life. But freedom. Freedom is detachment. Wherever there is attachment, suffering, 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 suffering. No one can take away our suffering. But we can live freely, knowing this philosophy. Am I giving a wrong argument? Anyone in the world will have to differ from this experience? How our life connected us? How we go away? You are born in a family. Maybe we are born in India, someone is born in London, someone is born in Stockholm, and then you, for work reason, you go to college and get friendship with somebody, ha ha hoo, and then after education, you get this and married and this and that. Okay, go, then what? And then you go, say, I go this way. What is it? It is just a mismatch going on in the Maya's play. So, I love everyone as conscious entity behind everyone. I should be free. Why should I be stuck into this game of this nastiness, where it gives me pain, disturbance, attachment, agony, suffering? We want to get out, but we don't analyze how our mind is befooling us. So this says, negate, negate, negate. Take a dissection table, put everything on your dissection table. Every day, put everything which you love, which you hate, on the dissection table. Analyze what is that. Cut it to pieces and see what is this. You will see it's some fictitious thing. We are dreaming some wrong dreams and thinking that those are the reality. But reality is only that which cannot be negated, that consciousness. So this type of, this suggestion of verse number 21, you go on neti, not this. Say not this. Say not this. Say not this. Say not this. But it is not negative. It is not void. What do you say? You say it is that reality. Shivoham. Shivoham. I am not void. I am not zero, but I am full. Not F-double-O-L, but F-U-L-L. Huh? I am full now. F-double-O-L, I am now. I want to be F-U-L-L, full. And that is me. Negate all foolishness. Then real fullness will manifest. So, neti, neti, neti. That's why, ahamevo, neti, 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 naiti. Shoshitam yat parang padam. When you go on negating every object of your attraction, of your attachment, or your hatred, or your love, or your disgrace, whatever you find, go on eliminating. This cannot be Atman. This is not Satchidananda. This is not absolute. This is time-bound. It is space-bound. It is bound by the law of causation. And I don't can trust on anything which is bound by three rules: limitation by time, space, and causality. And I am not that. I am beyond that, where there is no causality, where there is no time, there is no limitation. Bhuma tu eva vijigyasasya. Then you question only for Bhuma, the infinite. So this is the thing. You continue to do that. The supreme state that remains at the end of all negations, after which nothing more can be negated, is surely is that I, that is my real I. Huh? This knowledge comes by negation due to discrimination about all the abstract and non-abstract objects. That is, this is not Brahman, nor this is not Brahman. Continue to reject that and know this and be happy. You want happiness? Do this, then you'll be happy. You will live in the world more strongly, powerfully, boldly. We live in the world with a fearful, timid way, like a frightened cat, dog. Why you are frightened? Who can bind you? You are limitless. Live in that awareness. This will go away. So this is the advice. You may say, hey, you are talking big things. Yes, it is big thing. It is talk. But this talk is in reality to these sages. So if we practice, we will be like that then. If it is truth, truth is not anyone's personal property. Huh? The truth is for only X or Y or Z, not for you or not for me. No. Each soul is potentially divine. So if that divinity is there, you are that. And you, as is anyone, as is the realized souls feel, you and me can do that. But take the process. Don't live in the darkness and feel everything which appears to be true and get attached and cry and weep and mourn with them. So come out of your... That's why Swamiji wanted that. Nirgacchati jagat jalat pinjaradiva keshari. What a powerful... You live Swami Vivekananda. They will get all this energy there. He says, Nirgacchati jagat jalat. Jagat, this world is like a net. You will be like a lion. Pinjaradiva keshari. Keshari means the lion. You have the lionic power in you. Break through all this cage of ignorance. Like a lion. Swamiji gives this power, no? Minembi Pembi idea will not work. Holy Swami Sahananda Maharaj's language. Nembi Pembi. Nembi Pembi? I am nothing, I am nothing. I am nothing for God. But I am nothing, nothingness. I am big somebody. When I say I am nothing, in the interior of our mind, I want that you will say, no, you are great. This is my ego you are pampering in another way. I am nothing. I am saying in the face, but internally my mind is expecting, I am somebody. So, no. This is bondage. Free yourself from all bondage. Nirgacchati, as like a lion, breaks through the cage and makes himself free. For a lion, breaking a small iron cage is nothing. So you are the lion or lioness. You can come out of that and feel your own freedom. That's Swamiji's idea. Nirgacchati. But how to come? That is the idea. The supreme state that remains at the end of all negation, after which nothing more can be negated, is verily I, that big I. This knowledge comes by means of negation due to the discrimination about all of the abstract and non-abstract objects. Abstract object and non-abstract. Non-abstract, these are gross, non-abstract. That means subtle and gross. Anything we are attached in the physical world, gross. And mental attachment, you are not attached apparently outside, but you are mentally attached to so many things. জড়ায়ে আছে বাধা ছাড়ায়ে যেতে চাই ছাড়াতে গেলে ব্যথা বাজে. There is a song. জড়ায়ে আছে বাধা. All our obstacles have made me tight together. ছাড়ায়ে যেতে চাই. I want to get out of this bondage. But my emotion has made a friendship here, a glue. ছাড়াতে গেলে, if I want to separate out, my heart breaks, I go, I die. ছাড়াতে গেলে ব্যথা বাজে. So that's a very different thing. মন বুঝেছে, that you can apply that in a different example. But this is the point, that this realization depends on our practice. That's the important point. And the Vedantic practice is detached from the objects which are ephemeral, attached to the subject which is eternal. That we talk in the same. The two books we are reading, but ultimate conclusion is the same. Bhakti, we read. Your one-pointed flow for God will go, and you will dislike anything that contrary to that. That was the last verse we read. And here also the last verse we are reading today. Detach, detach, detach. And then you enjoy your own freedom. Freedom cannot be in attachment. But freedom is in releasing that attachment. And then that release is not a loss, but that release gives us the freedom to see myself in everyone. When I see, that's called Daya and Maya, Ramakrishna defined, no? What is Maya? I love my son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, my this, my friend, this, that. Anyone in the world I love, only one. Related to my blood, related to my country, related to my so many associations. This is Maya. And Daya? When I think that my consciousness which is inside, my God who is here, my God is in everywhere. I love everyone because of that. That's called Daya. That's a developed state of mind. So we should cross Maya to Daya, to the higher level. So here also, to saying day and night, not this, not this, not this, and you go on, you reach a point when you cannot deny the state, undeniable state, that is the Brahman state. I'm not the body, not the mind, not the intellect, not the ego, not the memory. I am the Atman. No? You cannot negate the Atman which is behind all this. You can negate these things, but you cannot negate the Atman which is the real existence behind everything. You can negate the trees, the plants, the mountains, the rivers, the oceans, the earth. Can you negate the space? You cannot negate the space. Space is there. Whether the house is here, temple is here, space is here. When the temple gets demolished, space is there. Look at the big fire, no? The trees are there, so many branches were there, so many birds and animals were there. When burned, acres and acres and thousands of acres are burning, and when everything is trees, plants, animals, gone. Where goes the space? Space does not go anywhere because you cannot negate that. In the gross world, now your mental world, subtle world, you go like that, you go up to space, mental space. That's why we call Mahakasha. It is the great space. In the mental space, Chitta Akasha. And that also you can negate. Then you go to Chit Akasha, the space of consciousness. And then beyond that, Ni Akasha. Who will say what? So that you cannot deny. You can deny all these things grade by grade by grade. Peel up, peel up, peel up. But you cannot peel up that which is the ground of all reality. So that is 22nd verse. Okay? This, he has given an extra verse, we'll read in the next day. So if no question, is there any question? No. Very good, nowadays we are happy. No one to question anything. Everyone is satisfied. So that's very good. If people have any question? No. Very good. No question is always good, eh?
Listen, so if we say everything is Brahman and then we're doing, but it's not this, but it's not this, but it's not this, ultimately all of that is Brahman in a sense.
Yeah, when you come back, then when your mind will die, then what remains, that remains. Who will say? But when you come back into the mind level, then you see this in a different way. Then you see it is only Brahman you are seeing. But our point is that how to reach that point. And to everything is Brahman, ultimately true. There is nothing but Brahman. You are driving, as I give several times this example, in the hot summer, in the freeway, and at a little distance you see that water on the road. And you reach that distance, you see, the water is gone. But the water, then I will say this water is Maya, or I can say water is the road itself. That road was there, the road will be there, water will appear, water will disappear. So when you are saying is water, it is the road. When you are seeing it is the snake in the darkness, it is the rope. Rope has not changed. That's called the Vivartavada, the theory of non-transformation. It is not transformed. Never. No change has happened. Only your illusion. Visual illusion. Mistake. So, when you realize that Brahman, then everything is Brahman. There is nothing but Brahman. Who will say what? You are Brahman, I am Brahman, the tree is Brahman, food, road is Brahman, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmagno. Then you can understand the meaning. Otherwise we only chant because otherwise they will not give us food. But if you understand that, then you cannot do anything. Everything is Brahman. Who is eating whom? Yeah.
You said that about the karma,
Uh,
that you are getting bad thing because of you, so nobody to blame. Then I don't have anybody to thank also, right?
no,
So no need to say thank you.
no.
That's good.
But understand, you have to maintain both ways, not one-sided. You are not to thank anyone, or you are not to think that anyone giving you thanks has in value. They are thanking you, seeing your good work. To maintain a good society, those are very much valued. You give thanks to a good person who did something good to encourage that goodness. So that good people is not spiritual people. We need more to be spiritual. Good people are ethical people. Good people, they are good people. There is no connection with God. How many good people in the world are there? But they don't think of God, ultimate truth or anything. For God, that needs something more. Enough goodness is not enough for spiritual life. Mere leading a charitable person is good. Charity is done in the practical Vedanta sense that you do charity to whom? You are serving yourself, no? If you don't understand that and you do charity, people are doing that. And that person and the person who knows it and does is a difference. Yes. So but in the world of reality, we have not attained to that state. If I do behave that way, that I don't give thanks to a person who genuinely did something for me, then what happens? I am little rude, unkind and selfish. I expect, if I do something for you, I expect, he didn't recognize me. And I did that and I never told about that. See? I expect that. I should also see that others' expectation I fulfill. When you are beyond that, you bring some fruits or candies, Ramakrishna didn't say thank you. You don't bring, he does not say thank you. But we expect. I lovingly brought this or gave this and I am not recognized. What type of person is that? Because I expect that he should recognize. I also should do to somebody who does for me. So this is a social structure. To make a better world, we need this type of thank-giving things. But in reality, you thank God. That's why anyone gives you anything so যে কেহ মোরে দিয়েছ সুখ দিয়েছ তারি পরিচয় তোমারেই আমি নমি যে কেহ মোরে দিয়েছ দুঃখ দিয়েছ তারি পরিচয় তোমারেই আমি নমি ও লর্ড anyone in the world যে কেহ anyone দিয়েছ সুখ in my life you brought a little smile little consolation I thank you God it is you have given and anyone who have brought in my life misery and suffering any suffering, any misery. Oh Lord, it is you who have given. I salute you. You should be equal in both places. Otherwise, it is not spirituality. In one-sided, everyone does. No? So, in our spiritual life, we should have to practice these
One
things.
question has come. What is the difference between daya and karuna?
Daya and Karuna. Karuna is compassion. Karuna is, I don't think much difference. It is out of your softness or when you're feeling the suffering of others, naturally Karuna arises. Your love, affection, feeling of doing something for that person comes. When you love someone and you find that that person is in difficulty, your heart goes for spontaneously. That is the Karuna, compassion we call it. But compassion actually is a loving expression of love. If you don't love anyone, so many people in the street, they are suffering. We go, we may discuss, they are see they are suffering, but does it hurt my feeling here? No. Somebody else is, what is that to me? But if I know some of my friend suddenly in that situation, what will happen? I will go out of the way and to think about him, to help him, no? So compassion, this is expression of your love, compassion. So,
One more question. If Atman is the same as Brahman, then why two different worlds? Is Atman the individual perspective of Brahman?
who is putting the question, who is responding this question? The same people have duality concept, no? If I understand Atman and Brahman one, then I will not talk. But Atman is individual. From the individual angle, we call it Atman. From the cosmic angle, we call Brahman. Yes, but we mean Satchidananda. Satchit Ananda Brahman. Yeah. Vedanta is enjoyable. If we can apply in our life, it makes our life, oh my God, such freedom, such joy, no bondage. It is not harshness, it is divine love, more love, but at the same time detached love. How should we learn this? Ramakrishna used to love the young boys coming to him. Ramakrishna one day cried in his own words. He wrote to Babu, told Baburam and others, oh Baburam, and oh, who was else, I forgot that. Why I feel so much attracted to you people? You are not rich, that you are you can give me money or some other material benefit. You have not that society is established, rich, standard person, because you are a top person in the society. I invite you, I feel for you, so that I can get some benefit, worldly benefit. But why I cannot live without you people? That's the genuine love. There's no expectation, no gain on the part of Ramakrishna. But he says, I cannot think without you people, because you are pure soul. You can carry the message So this is the love. Love is, it appears so much attachment. Ramakrishna is not seeing Vivekananda one day. He is restless. It appears like he is so attached. But when Vivekananda Naren asked, you love like that, your condition will be like that Jara Bharata. The Bharat. He last time he was thinking of his pet deer, and he has to be born like a deer. He will be born in next like Naren. And Ramakrishna was very puzzled. He said, yes, is it so? And then he went to Mother Kali and asked, Ma, this Naren says that my condition will be like that. Will be like that? Then Ma said, Are, Naren is a child, he does not understand all these things. You love him because you see God in him, Narayana in him. The day you will not see Narayana, you cannot look at that face. And then he came and scolded Naren. You rascal, you disturb my mind. I don't love you because you are looking, your curly hair or your eyes are big. I don't love like that. I see God in you, Narayana manifesting like a bright lamp. That's why I love you. It's the attraction of love for God. So God love is pure love. And when materialism comes with expectation, and this is the destructive thing in love.
There's even like that story when the Thakur used to always show so much attention to Naren, and that one day he didn't talk to him at all. And he said that I don't come because you give me anything, I come because I love you.
Yeah. That is also Naren's love for Thakur. Naren's love for Ramakrishna is that. Because he used to say, Naren has come. Okay, you people go. Naren has come. Huh? How others feel, oh my God, we are talking so much, and Naren came and we have to go out. And even Naren comes, he will not look at anyone. He will only look at Naren and talk. Then but then Sri Ramakrishna started testing. He comes just because I praise him or not. Just indifference. He came, entered, he didn't look at that side. He's talking to these people. And talking to everyone. He goes away, does pranam, goes away, he does not look at him. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and continued for 1 month. Then one day Ramakrishna tested him. Why do you come? You see, I don't like you. I don't look at you. Why do you come again? He said, do you think that I come to see you? I love you. Then see, both have tested. Ramakrishna has tested and Naren has tested. They have passed the examination because they don't love the physical body. They don't love their emotional body. They don't love their intellectuality. They love the soul who is inside and inside. That's why it's so pure and integrated. Thank you all. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So tomorrow is Wednesday. We will have our Gita Gospel class in the evening, 7:30. Thank you. Oh, tomorrow morning also class, no? Kathopanishad. 10:30, as you know, normally that is our 10:30 class of Swami Satyamayananda. Thank you. হ্যাঁ আর কমেন্ট করতে হবে না